Hello everybody, I'm Darrell. I know in the first video I really didn't introduce myself, so I want to introduce myself more about me. I'm basically from South Georgia. I'm a country boy. Started the Art Institute 2010, finished and done with the campus 2014. Coming about with Naynuk, I came about with him in 2011. Kind of created him with other characters and didn't too much think of him then. But fast forward to 2016, I was inspired by another one of my friends. He was doing a comic book, so I was like, man, Lord, what can I do with this gift that you give me, this gift of art? I knew I was creative, so I just started thinking, and all of a sudden I thought about Naynuk. Well, he had another name, but it's not really appropriate for who he is now, but I changed him to Naynuk, and I started to do something more that I can represent and glorify Jesus and God in my work. So I came up with Naynuk, and he's like my personality. He's silly, goofy as well. Trying to find who he is. He works at Cross Point Times newspaper, and but every morning he faithfully prays. Jesus, how can I become better? How can I become a better person? Helping people. He's a humanitarian. He loves to help any way he can. So he's just showing his true self, and basically he's out on the search. Kind of thinks about his brother Jinx. Every morning he looks at this photo of his family portrait, mom and dad, and he wondered what happened to Jinx, because younger mom and dad favored Naynuk more than Jinx. So Jinx kind of got upset about that when they became teenagers. So he ran out to a life of crime, started doing his own thing. So to make a long story short, they end up finding out like someone's doing arson around the city. So Naynuk and Tiffany, they have to go on a journey and get the best report. Naynuk's a photographer. He gets the best shots of the scene and whatnot. And this is the cast right here. Tiffany in the maroon. Naynuk is the one with the Holy Spirit, obviously. Zora is the one with the yellow hair. Toothy is the tall one with, making fingers behind people's head. Zonk is the one with the white t-shirt. And Mr. Terry is the one, the firm boss. So that's basically the cast. But I just want to create like a different world, like a gecko world, something unique, something different. Kind of bring to the comic book world, but it's not really a typical superhero, but it's based off the Holy Spirit of being like a superpower. So later on in the comic, he kind of taps into his spiritual side, Naynuk, when he's out, trying to save this little boy from the burning building. Where the senior have to go rescue him. So he ends up tapping to his spiritual side, and the Holy Spirit, Christ gives him the Holy Spirit, and he just ends up getting the shield of the Spirit on. He goes inside the burning building and saves this boy. And long story short, they come back to the newspaper job where they work at, and they sift through the best photos Naynuk does, and Tiffany writes her best report. So Naynuk sifts through the photos. He sees this silhouette where he was taking pictures at, and he's kind of like, trying to figure out where did that come from. So, long story short, they go out to Squeaky Beats, they have a night out, and that's when Zora's introduced, and Zonk has a crush on Zora, the whole 9 yards, how that goes. So Tiffany takes Naynuk home, and it's nighttime, so it's Saturday night. So that's when it really happens, when, Jinx has been watching Naynuk for so long, and knowing that, he's been taking photos of, his arson, burning stuff, burning buildings and whatnot. So he just ends up confronting Naynuk, and Naynuk is caught off guard. So Naynuk is like, wow, who are you? He's like, you know who I am. I'm like, Naynuk is like, I don't know. So to make a long story short, Jinx reminds him, I'm the one that's been setting the arson. I'm your twin brother. So Naynuk is on guard. He's like, what? So he's like, yeah, I've been following you. I've been wanting my revenge off you the whole time. So now they end up fighting, confronting each other. It's a whole duke out. So Naynuk is like overpowered by his older brother. So Naynuk all of a sudden remembers the words of the Holy Spirit from the Bible. So he taps into the spiritual side, And he just quotes like, Christ Jesus gives me authority to trample over serpents and scorpions and cannot hurt me. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And boom, out of nowhere, all this Holy Spirit light comes out of his eyes, his hands, and he blows Jinx all the way across the other side of the street. So Jinx is caught off guard, and he's like, what? How did you do that? So basically, he runs out. He's like, this is not over by a long shot. So Naynuk, he's like, I gotta get prepared so it's to be continued. So now I'm finished with the second series. And the second series will be released September, maybe mid-September or whatnot. And I will be doing my first book festival in Decatur, hosted by the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. So if you guys would like to come out August 31st through September 2nd, 2018, I will have more update on the times when it will happen. So this is more the lowdown on me, who I am and what inspired me to redo Naynuk and who he is. So hope you guys enjoy and stay tuned for series 2 next month, September. Thank you.